My name is Annie Feste. I'm a mother of a second grader and an eighth grader at Annunciation Catholic School. August 27th began as an ordinary morning. The kids were excited for their third day of school. After dropping them off, I took the dog for a walk before going into work. Everything felt calm, normal, and safe. And then I got a text. There was a shooting at school. I couldn't breathe. I stood frozen on the sidewalk, rereading those words over and over again. Then a flood of calls came in confirming the unthinkable. This was real. I ran home. I jumped in my car. The drive to school felt like a blur. Sirens flashing lights, helicopters overhead, emergency vehicles racing past me, my hands shaking at the wheel. As I arrived at school, I got a call saying that our son was safe and going to the gym. But what about our daughter? Every unimaginable thought raced through my mind, a terror that changed something in me forever. As staff gathered the children in the gym, our son sat there completely distraught because his sister was missing. My husband, a captain on the Minneapolis Fire Department, was thankfully not on duty that day, and he was right there with me. In those chaotic moments, firefighters were searching for our daughter and comforting our son. It took only 7 minutes to find our daughter, but in that moment, it felt like hours. Even after we knew our children were safe, the fear didn't leave. It follows me at every drop-off, every single morning. No parent should ever live with that. And yet here I am, staring at my two physically uninjured children carrying deep trauma. My eighth grade son had to grow up in an instant that day. He remembers walking to church with his little buddy who was upset that he wore his Crocs to school because he wasn't going to be able to run fast at gym. My son joked, he said, "Put them in sport mode. You'll run fast." Little did they know, minutes later, they were running for their lives, diving under pews, clinging to each other in terror. Our son saw his little sister as the kids were filing into church. She stuck her tongue out at him. They laughed, just being kids. Then the shooting started. Dane threw his sweet, toothless first grade buddy under a pew across the aisle. He knew they couldn't stay because of the screams and the sights he saw. He grabbed that little boy's hand and never let go. He laid under a pew, counting the seconds of terror while staring directly at another child who was gravely injured, blood everywhere. Our son can clearly remember the sound the gun made rapidly firing and the sound the bullets made whizzing past his ears and head. No child should hold memories like that. A few rows away was our daughter. When the shots began, she got down immediately. During a pause when the shooter reloaded, she and her classmates ran to the preschool room in the basement, gunfire echoing above them. They tried to barricade the door with anything they could find, even juice boxes. We have been told that our daughter may have fainted during this time. She doesn't say much about these moments. Once we were reunited, I realized it had only been 90 minutes since I last saw our kids. 90 minutes, and their life changed. Our lives were changed forever. I will never forget being reunited with our kids, holding them that day. Seeing children searching for their siblings and friends. Hearing children recounting what they had seen. And the look of terror on every single child and teacher's face. These images will stay with me forever. Our children are considered uninjured victims, carrying wounds that nobody can see. Our once fearless 8-year-old couldn't sleep at night, terrified the shooter was outside her window. Wind, nightfall, and sirens make her pause. Our son, who has hunted for years with his family, skipped this year's trip. He doesn't know if he can ever hear the sound of a gun again. Both kids are supposed to celebrate major sacraments in the Catholic Church this year. Instead of preparation and joy, we're trying to figure out a way just to get them back into a church. My children are my heroes. Every day they wake up and confront fears no child should ever have to carry. Every day they choose healing with open hearts and minds. Their strength and their courage humble me. In telling our story, I hope it sparks conversations, a change that our children and community desperately need. As adults, we have a responsibility to do better. Our children deserve to learn, to laugh, to simply live without fear. Yet, we are on this dangerous trajectory, and doing nothing means accepting another community, another family, another child's life will be shattered next. One day, I want to look at my children in the eyes and say, something changed because of what happened to you on August 27th, and people listened and people cared. Thank you.